and trying out this new streaming multi-streaming service, Restream. So hopefully this one sticks, and we'll make it happen. So Mercy Hill Church, here we go. We're going to update you on kind of our current standing on where we are in terms of hosting services again, and when we think that'll be and what that looks like. And so the good news is that based on what the governor has said and other officials have said, our plan is to begin services, live in-person services, getting to see one another on May the 10th. And so that's the good news. The struggle news on the other side is that there are restrictions that we're going to have to so to walk through that together. And so we're going to do our best to make our sanctuary and building as social distancing friendly as we can. And so we're going to do things like rope off every other row so that we can maintain 6 feet apart in our rows. We're going to do things like have a traffic flow plan in the foyer, and there will be one indoor and one outdoor of the sanctuary so that we don't get all bundled up in one place. We'll encourage everyone to come in and move to the front and try to fill the place up from front to back. So I know we're Baptists, and notoriously we sit in the back. But when we start doing this, we're going to have to fill in so we can be sure where everyone's sitting, and so and to make sure that we can social distance properly and all of that. So we're going to do things like that. We'll have ushers who are there, kind of giving direction on where to go and the traffic flow to follow. And so know that will be happening, and they'll have masks on. We'll do our best to have them be safe and to help everyone to be safe. We don't want to be a place of an outbreak or anything like that. And so with that said, just because we are having services does not mean that you have to come. Listen, we want you to participate in the service. It's why we're going to continue live streaming. That's why we're beefing up our live stream. We've even started this service Restream that multi-streams to both Facebook and YouTube. And so we want you to participate in the service. But for you, especially if you are in the 60 or over category, if you are in the at-risk category, if you've recently had surgery, if for any reason you may be having some health concerns, it would not be wise for you to jump right back in. That does not mean you're not trusting the Lord. That does not mean that you're being unwise. It doesn't mean that that we'll look down on you. Oh, I thought they would be here and they're not. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to love one another. We're going to honor one another in the middle of an unprecedented situation. And we are going to respect one another no matter where you fall on the whole spectrum of proper responses to COVID-19. And so please know that the best thing that you may be able to do if you are in the at-risk category, if you are over the age of 60, is to continue to stay home and participate on the live stream. Listen, there will be a time when all of this moves forward, when all the restrictions will be lifted. And if you are uncomfortable at all, please don't feel like it would be wrong of you or sinful or inappropriate of you to stay home. That is not the case. And so just wanted you to hear me say that out loud as we've been praying for you and wanting to encourage you as we begin to have services again. So with that, we've sent out an email. The elder leadership team and I have met. We sent out an email today and posted it in our newsletter, just all the different guidelines that we're going to have. There will be no Sunday school. There will be no childcare. So families will all have to sit together, as the church has done historically, actually. So that's not a bad thing. And so we're going to have all those things kind of stripped away. And right now we're just focusing on the fact that we get to meet together and see for whoever feels comfortable meeting together. And so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get back with me. Aaron at mhchurch.org. So email me if you have questions, thoughts, if there's no doubt things we have not thought about. And so, because we've never done this before. And so please feel free to get back with us, message us on Facebook, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and comments because we love you guys and value what you have to say. So with that, Mercy Hill Church, we hope to see you, whether it's on May 10th or at a later date. But we are prayerfully moving forward this way and look forward to seeing how what the Lord has in store for us. So stay healthy, be wise, and let's stay in touch and let's love one another well. And one last word about that on loving each other well. There's a whole spectrum of thought and is not taking it enough, and we want to love each other well and respect one another's opinions on that. And so the main thing, as much as when we're going to meet together, is how we meet together, meaning how we treat one another, how we love one another, and we want to do that well. And so be gracious, be kind, show lots of grace to one another, and pray for one another, reach out to one another, keep calling, all the things that we've been trying to do with the family teams, all of that. So know that we love you, we're praying for you, and look forward to hearing from you, or seeing you in person. And so Lord bless you. Have a great weekend.